Hi, it's Natalie here. And if you're searching for your calling or your purpose and you've been finding it really difficult to discover what that is, then you've come to the right place. Now, you need to remember that like any other dream or goal that you want to manifest, you must be willing to take action by co-creating with the universe. So you ready to figure out how to do that? All right, let's dive in. So number one is you want to get clear about what it is that you love to do. So gaining clarity is one of the most important steps to manifest anything that you desire in your life. And your life's purpose is not something that you need to create because it's already there. You already have the inclination to want to do that. We just need to uncover it because it's dormant in your life right now. So you have to uncover it in order to create the life that you really want. So if you were financially free, if money was not an option and you never had to worry about money, what would you be doing? How would you be spending your day? What would you be doing differently if money was no option? Now, what activities make you lose track of time? So write down all of the things that make you excited and describe what your ideal day looks like. Now, for me, I know that I love teaching. I left school when I was like 15 years old. I'm from a very big family. We couldn't really afford for me to stay in school for year 11 and 12. And back then, you could leave at the end of year 10. But I knew that I loved to teach. And so the first thing I did when I left school was become an aerobics instructor because I thought I wanted to teach PE and physical education. So it became the next best thing. And then I found myself managing fitness clubs. Then I found myself speaking on stage, teaching club owners from all over Australia. And now here I am doing this. And even a step further than that, as for some of you that you know, my calling right now is to really help our next generation of children have the tools and the skills that they need and the habits that they need to create a really loving, abundant, and well-adjusted life. I know that, with children these days are really struggling very hard and the world that they grow up in is very different to what we did. And so I want to give them everything that they can, that they need to be able to really live a fulfilled life. And so now I find myself teaching teachers to be able to do this as well. So, even though when I left school at 15, I never thought I would be able to be a teacher because I didn't have the education, it seems that everything that I've done has led back to a role of teaching and might not be the traditional sense of teaching, but it's definitely what I love to do. And I think you can see that in the videos that I have. So what is that for you? Even think back to when you were a kid and go, what did I want to be when I grew up? And see if that is still true for you now. So look at all the little threads, the little breadcrumbs that throughout your life that can really help you to figure out what is it and get clear about what it is that you truly love to do. Okay, so step number 2 is to visualize. Now you can create a mind movie or a vision board with affirmations and put it in your bedroom or a place that you can see it every single day and be reminded of your ideal future. Now, remember that this mind movie and the vision board are a visualization tool. They're designed to help you go there easily in your mind because this and this is what's going to help you get there. So just spend a few minutes each day visualizing as vividly as you possibly can to connect with the feelings that you need to feel, of the feelings of already being there by exploring all of the details of your ideal future as if it's already happened. So the best way that I can describe to do this is actually a technique I learned from my friend Dr. Joe Dispenza. And so when you're doing your visualization, you can sit down, get comfortable, close your eyes, and then rather than going, okay, I think I want to be a doctor, or I think I want to be a teacher, or I think, I want to be an energy healer, and then like finding it really difficult to figure out, what that looks like, I would recommend that you choose one moment, one scene. Maybe it's you working with someone and, healing their pain. Maybe it's you actually in front of a class or in front of a group of people or in front of a stadium of people that are all, you can see them shifting and understanding the message that you're teaching. But when you're in that scene, rather than seeing yourself as a character in a movie, I recommend that you actually put yourself in that actual scene. So feel like, let's just say that you're that you're on stage and you're speaking to a large group of people. If that was me and I was doing that visualization, I would feel the heat of the lights that are on the stage. I would hear the clapping of my heels on the stage. I would hear the claps of the people that are in the audience. And I would feel that sense of accomplishment and that sense of groundedness when I'm actually teaching. So you can see with that I've got sound, feeling, sight, what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, what I'm feeling. All of my senses are elicited in that particular scene. And the more real you can make it, and the more often you can have that visualization, the more that we train our subconscious mind to think that this is our actual reality. It doesn't know the difference between what we see through our eyes and what we play as a really vivid movie inside our mind on a repetitive basis. Now, if you're interested in creating a mind movie with your own affirmations and music, just go to the link below where you'll find our Mind Movies 4.0 Creation Kit link. So make sure you do that if you're interested in doing that as well. And I highly recommend it, by the way. Okay, so step number 3 is to find out what you're good at. So really pay close attention to what others say that you're good at as well, or ask your friends for feedback. Oftentimes, this could reveal a very special skill that you didn't know that you had. I know when I've spoken to my girlfriends about this and go, what is it that you think that my skills are? And they often talk about how I can organize my thoughts into a way that's very easily understood, which again goes back to me wanting to be a teacher. My special gift is that I can actually look at something that's a little esoteric or something that's a little out there like law of attraction, and then be able to break it down into actionable steps that are very easy to teach and very easy to duplicate. You know, this is why I'm really fulfilling my purpose right now, and I feel so good about that. So what is a skill that you have that maybe you can't see but your friends can? Now you can also explore what comes easiest to you. So what are you most good at? And the other thing that's a key to that is what is it you'd like to do the most? Because we normally find that what we're good at, we like doing. And I think it's the reason we like doing it is because we're good at it. So that's a really good key of trying to figure out what it is that you're good at. All right, so step number 4 is to find out what's most important to you. And here we are, we're talking about core values. You know, what's core values? What are what are your personal standards? Who are you and what do you stand for? I mean, after all, living a purposeful life means living a life focused on things that matter the most. So do you know what they are for you? Now, you'll be surprised to find out that they are rarely material things. And does helping others make you feel happy? And what other way can you service others? Now, for me, again, I'm looking at the children's program. Now, from the outside looking in, it doesn't look like I have the qualifications to do this. Now, I did team up with a colleague of mine who has 2 master's degrees and is exceptionally qualified to be able to create the curriculum. But for me, when I look at, what it is that what's really important to me, was important to me is I could see how kids were struggling, and it was important for me to help. Now, there are a ton of different things that we can really, be a champion of. I could be a champion for the environment. I can be a champion for, so many different things. But I chose one and drilled deep on it. So there may be many things like animals, children, the environment, whatever that is. Just figure out what's most important to you and then how you can service others. And it doesn't necessarily need to be just you. Who else can you attract to your project? That between your skills and their skills, that you'll be able to create something of meaning that's actually going to make a difference. All right, so step number 5 is to embrace all of your gifts. All of them. So, like I was saying before, my girlfriend has the 2 master's degrees, and so she's come to me with the concept and everything of the curriculum, but of course my skill is being able to get all of that and to be able to lay it down in a step-by-step process that's really easy to teach and easily duplicatable. And that's what I bring to the project as well. So who says there's only one purpose for you in this life? Letting go of this idea will help you to open yourself up to more opportunities that you may not have even considered in the first place. Because, again, from the outside looking in, when people look at my movies and everything that we've created with our community, this is definitely my purpose. But my purpose is also growing and morphing. So yes, I've been teaching here with adults, but now I'm using my same skills and my same things that I'm good at now towards children as well. So really be open to how this can morph and grow. And, just because you choose one thing now doesn't mean you do it for the rest of your life. This could be the stepping stone to many amazing things that can happen after this. Okay, so we want to try and jump in and try new things. Try and do that as often as you can. Stop resisting the unknown. Because I tell you what, the unknown is where the juice is. The unknown is where delight is, where it's all delicious, which is where these quantum leaps on how we can help humanity are. They're in the unknown. And when we fully engage with what's happening right here and right now and where we are, what happens is that we actually get to open up the gateway. When we can relax and surrender, we open up the gateway to all of the opportunities that the universe has for us. So to lead a purposeful life, follow your passions. And when we live a passion-filled life, we are living on purpose. And that is the purpose of life. That feeling that something is missing goes away when you lead a passion-filled life. The need to seek your purpose comes from a lack of passion. So when you don't feel connected to your life, you lack purpose and passion. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Okay, so step number 6 is to get out of your comfort zone. Telling you nothing good happens in the comfort zone. The comfort zone is boring. The comfort zone is repetitive. The comfort zone is keeping you stuck where you are. The comfort zone makes you feel uncomfortable. Now, oftentimes we do everything except what's best for us. We procrastinate, we pass on opportunities, we jeopardize our health. And why do we do this? Well, because we don't like to feel pain or discomfort. We'll do anything to avoid being disappointed, to feel pain, to feel discomfort, or to be a failure. We'll do anything to avoid it. And what's worse, we'd rather feel discomfort than face our fears. But guess what? When you face your fears and you get out of your comfort zone, that's when you'll find freedom and joy. You'll get to know yourself better and you'll soon be expanding your mind and your abilities. Okay, so step number 7 is to meditate. So just set aside a few minutes of your time every day to sit quietly in stillness and reflect on what makes you happy and what you want to do with your life and what kind of impact you want to have on this world. Now, don't force yourself to come up with all of the answers if they don't come to you naturally. Because here's the thing, when we're doing this meditation, we're not trying to use our conscious mind, we're not even specifically trying to use our subconscious mind to come up with the answers. We want to tap into something outside of us. We want to tap into the collective. We want to tap into that unified field. That's what we want to do when we're doing our meditation. So when we ask a question, we're waiting for that energy or that entity to come back to us. So just aim to explore new ideas or perhaps remember, something you'd forgot about. But there are different styles and purposes for meditation. Now, when I do a meditation and I'm looking for guidance, what I like to do is to think of my question, and just one question. I don't want to confuse the universe. I don't want to confuse God. I'm like, okay, have one question. Sit down. I'm taking really deep, slow breaths. I'm focusing on the breath coming in and out of my nose. I'm comfortable. And then I ask the question, and then that's it. I stay quiet because the thing is, once we shut down our monkey mind, once we shut down this analytical mind and we kind of get into this meditative state where our brain is going into theta brainwave activity, which means we are coherent or connected to that unified field, and we've asked a question, that's when we get the answers. And as long as we stay quiet long enough to hear the answers, you will be absolutely amazed at the insights and the ideas and the guidance that you can receive from God or from the universe. Now, before I go, I'd love to hear from you. So comment below for any other law of attraction tips that can help the community find their purpose in life. And maybe share how you found yours. And also don't forget to subscribe to the Mind Movies YouTube channel for more videos on personal growth and the law of attraction. Again, my name is Natalie Ledwell. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.